My name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. I have been solving math problems out of this book, the GMAT Review, the official guide, 11th edition. You should buy this book immediately. If you're preparing for GMAT, you can purchase it at mba.com. The problem that I'm about to solve appears on page number 159, problem number 62. Problem solving number 62. Let's get going then. If after watching the clip you decide to purchase the DVDs, or if you wish to hire my services for personal private tutoring, send me an email. Go to my website at www.prep.gmat.com and we'll talk. I'm located in Connecticut, but of course I'm willing to go anywhere as long as it's worth my while. Number 62. Lucy, again, it's important that you have the book in front of you, otherwise you will not follow. If you will not follow my work just by listening to me, you must have the book in front of you. Turn to page number 159, read the problem with me, number 62. Lucy invested $10,000 in a mutual fund exactly 3 years ago. So let's make a note here. $10,000 were invested exactly 3 years ago. The value of the account increased by 10% during the first year. Alright, so this is what you invested at year 0. This is the beginning part. At the end of year 1, it increased by 10%. During the first year, it increased by another 5% during the second year. And then what happened the third year? And the third year, it decreased by 10%. Well, it decreased by 10%. I'm just going to show you the way I would solve this problem if I were taking the real exam right now. You can take the exam in, as I've always said before, if you watch my earlier clips, you can take the exam in two different ways. The exam can be taken in the traditional, classical, orthodox, geeky, nerdy, proper way, academic way, or you can solve the problem in a quick and dirty way. I'm just going to do it in a quick and dirty way. I'm not going to make a fuss about it, because this is not rocket science. We are not sending a satellite in the sky, nor are we doing an open heart surgery. So if you're off a little bit, it's okay. As long as you're able to recognize the right answer, that's all it counts. Let's take a look at it. So if I increase by 10%, that's very simple. 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. I hope you're able to see. So my 10,000 becomes 11,000 because it increased by 10%. Then increased by 5%. Well, this is where the parts I'm going to start approximating. But tell you what, forget about the bloody 10,000. I'm just going to plug in 100. Just plug in a number, 100. If you increase by 10%, it becomes 110. If you increase by another 5%, technically 5% of this amount, 5% of 100, 10% of 110 is 11, and 5% is going to be 5.5. But I'm not going to do 5.5. I'm just going to put down 5, just for the hell of it. So it becomes 115. Then it decreases by 10%. Well, if you decrease by 10%, 10% of this amount is 11.5, isn't it? 11.5. I'm just going to write down 11, just approximate. So if you decrease it by 10%, if I subtract 11 out of it, it becomes 104. That's it. Technically, this should have been 0.5. Technically, this should have been 0.5. This should have been 0.5. But there's no point to it. It's 104. I'm going to pick the answer choice that comes closest to 104, which is answer choice B. That's it. That's all it is. Alright? If you wish, I can do it one more time. This time explaining and so on and so forth. Because all of a sudden I decided to plug a number into it. So let's do one more time. Just let's do one more time. Okay. From scratch. So I have year 0, I started out with 100. Even though they said 10,000, I think 100 is enough. The first year it increases by 10%, so it becomes 110. The second year it goes by another 5%. So I got my 110 that I had at the end of first year, plus the 5%. As I said, 5% of this thing is 5.5. I'm just going to put down 5. So it becomes 115. Third year, it goes down by 10%. It goes down by 10%. So I take my, well, if you like, if it goes down by 10%, 10% of this amount is 11.5. So it goes down by 11.5. I am left with 104. Pick the answer choice that comes closest to it. The answer is B. You don't have to sit there and figure out the exact answer choice down to the 100th decimal place. It's not necessary. Down to 1,000 decimal place is what I meant to say. It's not necessary. The thing that comes closest to 104 is answer choice B, 10,395. You see? That's where I'm getting my 104, because instead of 10,000, I use 100. I forgot I dropped the last 2 zeros. That's all it was. When I come back, I'm going to do problem number 63. Okay? Send me an email, subscribe to my channels, that way you will get the videos right away, and I'm going to show you quick ways of solving these problems. The reason it takes me so long is because I explain everything, how the so-called quick way actually works. But that's what it is, that's what I would do. I would not sit there and figure out the exact precise percentages, because you don't have the time for it, because the calculator is not allowed. You have to do it quickly in your mind. Alright? Thank you.